Senator Marsha Blackburn, you have been intimately involved with this from the very beginning. Your thoughts as our hearts break for these young women to be sharing their stories and coming forward in such a public way so that they can prevent this from happening to anyone else again, Senator.
Yes, Sandra, that's exactly right. They have been very, very powerful in how they have presented their accounts and how they have recounted what they have lived through. One of the things to me that is so offensive in this is that the FBI did not appear to take their allegations seriously. You had an 18-month period of time where Larry Nassar abused another 70 individuals that we know of. And I am certain as we begin this investigation, 70 will be the base. It is not going to be the top number. But these young women should have been taken seriously when they first mentioned this. Something should have been done. The university finally started an investigation, and this is how it began to untangle and get to the bottom of what was going on with Larry Nassar. And this, just the monster that he was to these young women, how they trusted him, their families trusted him, their coaches trusted him, they violated that trust. But then you have the USA Gymnastics and the Olympic Committee questions there about their actions, their participation with the FBI, the way the FBI handled these young women. And going forward, one of the things I asked them today, I told them, first of all, I wanted to be certain that they had a female agent that they were able to talk to, and it appears that there was inconsistency in that. And then secondly, I want to hear from them. What reforms do they feel like we need to make? And they had questions about safe sport, which should be the body they could trust to take these allegations to. So if not safe sport, who would they trust? And then is there an individual or other organization that they would trust to receive these allegations, and for young athletes to know these allegations were going to be investigated properly?
Senator, it is a heartbreaking story, but I know that these young women hope that they bring about change. And Christopher Wray, was tough to hear the apology about those agents that he said repeatedly broke trust in this case. We will see where all this goes. If I could, Senator Marsha Blackburn, get your final thoughts on your efforts, along with Richard Blumenthal, the senator from whom we just heard on this particular case. You're launching an investigation jointly into Facebook's internal research, Senator, on the way Instagram is affecting young users. This Wall Street Journal investigation, we had the reporter on last hour revealing that the company knew the app was toxic to the mental health of some teens, particularly girls. How do you plan to hold Facebook accountable on what they knew about the effects this was having on the youngest generation?
Well, Sandra, as you know, I've been after big tech for how they're approaching children with their data, with their privacy, the mental health aspects of this, not only with Facebook, but Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, all of them. And what we are doing is launching, again, a series of hearings, but also an investigation looking at this data. What did they know? When did they know it? How long have they had this? How long have they continued pushing this addiction to Instagram, knowing that there was an adverse impact on young women specifically? So we will continue with this. We are working on legislation that would address privacy and data security, some of the issues that we have around big tech, Section 230 reforms. And the more we learn and the more we investigate, the more concerned we are, and it points up the need for Congress to take an action, because obviously Big tech is more interested in chasing a dollar's worth of profit than they are in doing a community service.
Got money behind every decision that a company like that makes, right, Senator? And I'll just end with this. The reporter on that Wall Street Journal story that we had on last hour, she pointed to money. She said Facebook has found ways to reduce harm while keeping people on the platform. Even though Facebook's own data shows that Instagram is toxic for young girls, expanding their base of young users is vital to the $100 billion in annual revenue. That is just the beginning of that story. We'll see where you take it, Senator. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, John.